And now we come to the big one. Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends Series 5, considered to be another one of the best Thomas the Tank Engine series. This series was put into production after the Reverend W. Awdry passed away. So as you can imagine, Britt Allcroft and David Mitton got the rights to the show, and decided to write more of their own stories. This series was once again narrated by Michael Angelis in the UK, and after George Carlin left the scene, Alec Baldwin narrated the American episodes, and this was the last series of Thomas to be produced by Britt Allcroft. Because this series had original stories, we got more original characters such as Cranky the Crane, the Horrid Lorries, Butch the Breakdown Vehicle, the Fat Controller's Mother, the Ram, Old Bailey the Fogman, Derek the Diesel aka Patsman, Arian Burt, Bertram the Old Warrior, Old Slow Coach, Tiger Moth, Thumper, and the Boulder. Watching all the Thomas the Tank Engine series as a child, this is one of the darkest series I've ever seen. And I'm definitely not talking about CGI dark. I'm obviously talking about the dark stories they have. As I mentioned before, they have happy stories like Happily Ever After, Make Someone Happy, and Sir Topham Hatt's Holiday. But the rest of the stories push the boundaries of the past series. They're actually a lot more threatening. In fact, I actually thought that they were inspired by Tugs, since David Mitton wrote a majority of the episodes of Tugs. And as I mentioned before, the engines had to deal with supernatural beings like a boulder and ghosts, and natural disasters like a rock slide, flood, tide-damaged tracks, an avalanche, fires, and falling trees. I mean, talk about dark storylines. Almost half of the episodes are either set or had most scenes during nightfall, and the majority of the episodes detour away from the Railway series, as I said, and are based on original ideas, except for episodes like A Better View for Gordon, which was based on a famous accident at a station in France called Gare Montparnasse in 1895. And the episode Busy Going Backwards was a brilliant idea, because I never expected to see a story be surrounding a runaway brake van. That was really clever. And do I even need to say who does the music for this series? You all know what the answer's going to be. Once again, Mike and Jr. do the best music in this series. They actually made the music more tense for the darker episodes, like Toby and the Flood, Put Upon Percy, Haunted Henry, Busy Going Backwards, Rusty and the Boulder, Duncan Gets Spooked, and Snow. As a kid, I liked Series 5 okay, but watching the Series 5 again as an adult, like Series 1 and 2, it's actually better than I remember it. Most of the stories were dark, they detour away from the Railway series, and they're based on original ideas. This is my third favourite series of Thomas the Tank Engine, having Series 1 and 2 be my first and second. If you're a major fan of the TV series, definitely go and check it out. You'll be very satisfied with the original stories, and if you're into original stories, you're really gonna love this one. So I definitely say go and buy it on DVD.